Tonight on Game with Wonders. In the last video, it got a little personal. So Game with Wonders tonight, is he suffering from some sort of trauma? Does he have the 1,000-mile island club long stare? You know, it's quite possible. There's some truth to that realization, or discovery, or fact. Is it a fact? I think so, like, personally, yes. That doesn't necessarily make it a diagnosis, but if I think about my life, yes. And that's where the regret comes in, which is, I need to do more video games. So anyway, enough about that. We're in Balloon Land. Balloons are supposed to make us happy, not us depressed and traumatic reliving experiences. So, we're here to talk about our old experiences that were good. Like with Yoshi's Island. Which is a much better experience to me now than it was back then. Like, really. The nostalgia is me, like, re-experiencing all the mistakes I ever made. It's, like, so much better. Like, imagine being nostalgic about being in high school and you're like, oh, man, I was so dumber back then, you know. Even this not English. Even this not English. Oh, yeah. Used to have this careers board game, and, you know what I'd always try to do is try to get the prospector thing. Which nowadays has been replaced by the computer science career, which, you know, makes enough sense if you think about it, especially in terms of cryptocurrency, so perhaps they weren't too far off about what it represented, actually. It's like computer science is just like the 1849 gold rush? Yeah, probably. I just wish I had more time and energy, like those prospectors did, just to get some goddamn gold. Because that's what it's all about. It's about people believing that you should be able to do stuff. So let's keep that train rolling. I mean, let's keep that helicopter rolling. You know, support the only game wolf that exists in your life. I mean, how would you be able to? Look, I'm not going to go out there and be like, I'm going to rough you up for some cash. No, it's like, you know, I think about you guys viewing the videos. I really do. So, when you send me a message, that really means a lot, whether it's for good or ill. What would an ill message be? I already know. You don't need to answer that. But, like, you know, interactions I have, obviously, you know, we shouldn't reflect on the bad ones, even if that's, like, an important aspect of what talking to my fans is. Calling it fans. Not really. Admirers? Yes. But I think if I have an actual fan, I don't think they understand, like, okay, yes, but they're a fan of me. And not necessarily the video game. I don't know if I'd understand that. I'm going to assume a person who's a fan of me would at least like the video games they play. Or, at the very least, if they don't like the video game, or it's just, like, not something they're able to do, or it's too hard for them, like with some ROM hacks I've done, they'd be like, yeah, I would like this. I want to like this. I can't like this. Someone do it for me, please. That's an interesting take to have, because to me, I feel like, you know, I overestimate human, like, expectation a lot. It's like, oh, they want so much out of me. Please. Oh. Nah. It's like all you humans out there, they're like shadows casting a big one. I don't know, we're going through a lot right now as a species, but I think it's up to me to tell you, you know, what is possible. Okay? And to believe in yourself. Believe in me who believes in you. Who the hell do you think I am? Clearly not some anime reference I may have heard about. I'm being very careful because I know there's some bullshit that's going to happen. In fact, this video right here was a stopping point for me for a little bit, as it turns out, because of this one asshole red coin shy guy. So for a little while there, I took a break at this point and went back to some Doom. I hope the bike is registering okay. I've noticed sometimes it breaks up when it turns out I got my wires crossed, but it's like, have a wireless microphone. Oh, then you have all other kinds of problems, like what if, like, the microwaves from all the way over the kitchen get in the room? Then what do? You just get all heated up about it. Might I suggest taking the high road? Was this even the level on which I screwed up? I don't know. But it was one of these. Oh, wait, it was the don't look back thing. So yeah, I'd already passed that point, huh? I think. I'm on a giant balloon. The balloon of my god's ancestors. The ancestors of my forefathers were really, really old guys. Really old people. So old it's like another world. You know, if you think about it, like, just over 100 years ago, we didn't have cars. So, people accepting, like, car things as tradition has got to be really fucking wild. And I think about that way with video games, too. Like, it's only a matter of time before, like, I think video games have finally... I think they're past the maturity stage. Now they're at the... Video games are at the what do they mean for the rest of life stage or future generation stage, just like I'm at. You know, I think. Like, as an idea, they like... I think video games went through puberty in the 90s. To be honest with you. Because think about it, they went through a lot of changes really fast, so many innovations, they didn't know what to do with themselves, then strategy truck when they hit adulthood and just had to deal with being in the corporate lifestyle for a while, wondering who they are, if anyone cared. And now we're at that stage where they've refound themselves, what it was like during their good old days, and now they're just like, okay, what does that mean for future things? Do I have to, like, keep innovating forever and ever? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's Fortress time. I'm gonna have to keep coming with these topics when I do lots of Mario hacks, because there's only so much to talk about in each level sometimes. Which is fortunately why I don't do a commentary on, like, Sudoku or Sokoban-like things. It'd be like, yeah, look at this number and this block, it pushed this amount of spaces. I imagine it's a lot like what a sports commentator has to deal with when they're commentating on the same sport over and over again. But at least they get the benefit of human players to talk about, so it gets to talk about their, like, an athlete's personal life. Which I suppose is a good enough hobby in of itself. But does that make you any better than TMZ? Oh yeah, everything's better than TMZ. That chomp can be a bit terrifying if you're not expecting it, and it's a quick way to die because he'll just eat the ground from under you. Particularly when there's just that dirt stuff. That cheese block dirt. So yeah, this fortress kind of has 4 sectors, each with their own key. We just sort it into quadrants. I tend to start from top left to all the way to the bottom left. Alright. So let's make this into a Star Trek story. Alright. We're going to go into the Alpha Quadrant. And the Alpha Quadrant is home to the Cactus people who have made peace with the humans on Earth. That's right. And our Earth just happens to be round with an arrow on top of it. We can take it wherever we want, but when we try to take it too far from its original position, it wants to warp back to where it was. I'm sorry. Earth doesn't want to leave far from home. It needs its home. Earth is too important to lose. But that's okay, though, because other planets next to the Earth can be taken wherever. No one gives a shit. Oh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I also like the theory how Earth is not the center of the universe, but is instead the center of the multiverse. That's a cool idea, and I think we're only sticking to it until an actual multiverse is revealed, so when you have egg shit on our face, when it turns out all the aliens were in other universes, like, oh shit, why did I think of this? But then I wonder about that Marvel comic where America Chavez is like, yes, I literally have 2 biological mothers. I'm like, I want to see that explained, though. I'm very curious about non-standard reproduction. Nah, I was just it's more like it's a random anecdote. I'm just like, you gonna explain that? No? Okay. It's fiction! I don't have to explain shit. I'm gonna dump each key as soon as I can so I'm not stuck with 4 keys and 2 eggs by the end of it all. Because having only 2 eggs is a crime of excellence. An excellent crime, if you will. Yes, the crimes of our people. All people are criminals. Why will you take that away from us? I know not. In the beta quadrant, we have explosions. There were many wars between us and our neighbors. Until we finally agreed to shut the fuck up. And stop spitting bullets out our noses. For real. It's an interesting take on the sniff it. For real though, how's that Advance Wars thing gonna go? Like, I don't know. I really don't. I liked Advance Wars DS a lot, but I can see how they're not gonna remaster DS stuff right about now. And yet they did that for Ace Attorney, although that had the benefit of just being like mostly inventory based at the bottom screen. Other games in which they actually depended on the other screen, like Advance Wars Dual Strike, actually depended on using the other screen a lot. It would be a bit harder to translate. But like, what's your excuse? Just give me the like, own up to your innovation, Nintendo. If you can't bring it back, just leave it with us. We'll take it. You know, companies and their old properties that they don't want to sell is a mystery. It's like, but it's not worth anything for more. And it's like, if it's not worth anything anymore, then why are you still holding on to it? You know, I don't know. I gave up on figuring that out a while ago. Why? Why so mad, video game? Alright, apparently one sniffet on top of another sniffet is kind of like that scene in Time Cop when you find out why the same person can't occupy the same space as the same person in time. You get... you just get CGI horrified into a molded mesh of two things that were not meant to be. Yeah. Although I did like the effect of, like, oh, you injured me in the past? Looks like the injury just showed up in the future as a scar. It's like, I don't know, but I think, like, scars after a good 20 years, it might be possible to treat your scar so it becomes normal skin again. I could be wrong about this. You think it's possible to actually, like, treat the physical scar so that the scar tissue actually goes away? Yes, that has to do with a medical profession I'm going to look into. Not me being the profession, I mean whoever is professing it. Scar tissue. We're gonna look into scar tissue, alright? Yeah, let's talk about scars. That's what I want to say. Scar, you must never enter the Pride Lands. Okay, I don't think that I will. And then the story ended. Da-da-da-da-da. And then Mufasa became Darth Vader, and all was right with the world. Also, he told us about CNN, back when CNN was more... Yeah, like... I'm always annoyed when people treat companies like a person's like, oh, this person completely changed... No, there's other people running it, man. Oh, the man. Don't know about this, man. Gotta eat the bullets, man. Gotta hit the bandit's head with the Yoshi feet, man. Man, oh man. The beta bandits, they call them. Oh shit, that's gonna insult somebody. Yeah, those goddamn beta bandits. They're not as cool as I am. Ha Again, legitimately enjoying this. I just resent not doing enough of it. It's enough training. You can talk and game as much as I do, too. Oh well. That's nothing... It's nothing a personal trainer can't fix when I can afford that. Marching slowly. Alright, let's enter the Gamma Quadrant. Apparently, the founders used to wear shell hats. I know, it's very strange. I guess the changelings would need some kind of armor to protect their liquidy selves. But who knows? Who knows, man? You just enter a portal and look at this other shit that happens. Yeah. I like how the concept of DS9 was less it was less a ship exploring space, and it's more like another region of space exploring one ship. Because you happen to be next to a wormhole. Which make you think what's happening at the other side are just like all these like different life forms discovering wormholes like, hey, what's up? You know. No, no. Don't know, man! Yes, the emeralds and gem hadars. Don't be a gem hater. Gem Hadar turned out to be a translation of Gym Leader. They were actually supposed to be Pokemon fighting the Federation. Alright! I got the Changeling badge! Quark, are you playing with Pokemon again? Quark! You can't collect them all, you know. I don't think I can do that good of a Noto impression. I think I can do a better Quark impression, but I need his prosthetic teeth to do that. Or the actor's prosthetic teeth, you know. You know how it is. How it's done. Now that I have the keys to the kingdom, this kingdom blows. I want nothing to do with it. What the fuck is this? Yoshi goes inside the door. And this is our Yoshi. Yosh, 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 Yosh. Going through the other door. Yosh, 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 Yosh. Yosh? Yosh. Imagine naming your dinosaur Goody. That's what you just did. Are you ashamed of yourself? No. Well, why not? Oh, can't wait till we get to the Delta Quadrant. Did you know it's all lava planets? What do you mean it's not? I guess it's not. What if I tried playing the Deep Space Nine video game for SNES? Nah, that would never hold up, dude. Licensed games. You're so funny. Although, I don't even know why you would, like... Why would you need a DS9 video game? Like, I mean, at the time. Obviously, when you're doing an MMO with Star Trek, it's like, yeah, you can already see the potential there, but I just mean, like, back in the day, when you just have, like... When most licensed games turn out to be like platformers that have nothing to do with their source material, it's like, why are you doing this? Is Home Improvement supposed to be a platformer? Dude, it's a fucking sitcom. Or like Back to the Future as an NES game, where you're just be like, okay, here's how the events of the movie played out, except there's like roaming trash cans or whatever the fuck ramming into you at random. It's like, yeah, alright. Sure. It was just done that way. I forgot the names of the initial antagonists of Voyager. But they kind of sucked. What was funny is I didn't realize what they were based on. Which is like the stuff with the East Coast, West Coast gang wars, quote-unquote, happening at the time. I thought it was like... I thought they were just making stereotypes of like, the Middle Eastern communities. It's not really a catch-all term. So now we have this guy that blows lava like the fishes do with water. Again, I ask you, what creature is this? It's messed up, man. At least I'm 100%ed. I've got 100% of your life in my hands. Your life is in your hands. Sun is in the boktai. I've got everything you want inside my stomach. I wonder about something. Yoshi's gonna have to make a big fucking think. What does Yoshi think about all the eggs inside the door? Let's all go check it out with the walking dudes. The walking dude! You gotta get some of those duders, Carl. Marching... like, I want to say it's mild, like it's Oscar Wilde, except it's Oscar mild. Or something. Some shit like that. He's a vegan. all you do is butt stomp him and it splits him in half. Then you do it again, then you do it again, and then he's just the regular enemy. Which makes you wonder, what if Kamek went in there and did the whole process every time you made him the small? It's like, no, they're multiplying! But no. Forced mitosis. It's a cruelty to reproduction advocates. Oh yeah, that's the cruel... Yeah. Look how cheeky he is. He's got, like, Ditto face, also. Maybe he's a Ditto. Looking good, man. I know I see you, Strut. You're one handsome little pink man. You put Kirby to shame. And Kirby actually has hands. Next time on Game Wolf Plays Yoshi's Island, something about this Chomp Rock and me pushing it down a very slow Rube Goldberg's machine.